Hello, P6 students. Welcome to our today's radio lesson program for science. This is a continuation of the radio programs produced by Rwanda Education Board with the support from UNICEF Rwanda and in partnership with Inspire, Educate and Empower Rwanda, IEE. We will be learning science together with primary 6 students. Welcome. I am Teacher GERARD. Now, this program is organized so that our children can keep on learning while at home during coronavirus disease breakout. Parents and guardians, we appreciate you for the support you give to the children and the program as a whole. May you keep supporting this learning process by being part of the learning at home as you keep keen eyes on them. Students, get your pens and notebooks ready for taking notes, doing exercises and homework that you will be given. Then tune yourself to the radio. Tune it better, listen to it, and participate in the radio activities. Is that clear? Good. Now, we will be standing up for a song. We are going to sing the same song, God's Love is So Wonderful. We will sing God's Love is So Wonderful. When we say it is so wide, you put your hand so wide. When we say so high, raise your hands high up. When it is so deep, then put a gesture down that the love is so deep. That is the action that you will be taking, my friends. Is that clear? Good. I will sing 2 times. Then you will sing once with me. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. So high you can't get over it, so deep you can't get under it, so wide you can't get around it. Oh, wonderful love. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. So high you can't get over it, so deep you can't get under it, so wide you can't get around it. Oh, wonderful love. Students, it is our turn to sing together. Can you join me? Good. Let us sing. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. So high you can't get over it, so deep you can't get under it, so wide you can't get around it. Oh, wonderful love. Perfect, perfect. Now, students, can you remember what we learned last time? Perfect. Last time we learned about the reproductive system and the main function of the reproduction system in human beings. Is that correct? Great. Now, we talked about the male genitalia. Is that fine? Good. Can you mention the external parts of the male genitalia? Good. They are the scrotum, the penis, and the testicles. Is that right? Good.
Come along and play with us.
Today, we will see the female reproductive organs. Write that one down. Female reproductive organs. Good. Can you now repeat after me, my friends? Female reproductive organs. Good. Let us start by identifying the external parts of a female genitalia. So write external parts of a female genitalia. External. Good. Can you get to your textbook on the printed pages 255? Let us go to page 255 of our textbook, or the pages of papers that you came with. Are you there? Great. Now, look at the drawing keenly and then mention the external parts of the female genitalia. Take 20 seconds to draw these parts in your notebook. Take 20 seconds to draw these parts in your notebooks. Wonderful. The major external female genitalia that we saw and we can see, the major external organs of the female genitalia are the mons pubis, labia majora, labia minor, Bartholin's gland, and the clitoris. I'm coming again. We have mons pubis, labia major, labia minor, Bartholin's gland, and the clitoris. All these are forming what we call the vulva, which is the vaginal opening. They form the vulva, which is the vaginal opening. When they touch side by side, we can see all these with our naked eyes because they are not very much hidden. Just in between the legs of a female person, we can see all these. As I have said, my friends, the vulva consists of the following external female organs. The vulva. When we talk of the vulva, V-U-L-V-A, the vulva, it consists of the following external female organs. Number one, the labia major and labia minor. These are overlaps of thin muscles that protect female sexual organs, especially the Bartholin glands and the vaginal opening. They are just skin-like. They are small, thin muscles on each side of the vagina, and then they protect the vagina and the opening. Then we also have the Bartholin gland, which secretes mucus, which lubricates the vagina. The vagina should not dry up during sexual intercourse, and even before. This mucus, sort of liquid, makes it smooth and easy for penetration of the penis during the act. Do you get that? Good. Number three, we have the clitoris. A clitoris is a small erectile muscle, small erectile female organ. There are a lot of sensation, there are a lot of sense on the clitoris, and it arouses the feeling of the females. It is the clitoris that arouses the feelings of the females. Do you understand? Wow. Then, number four, we have the mons pubis. The mons pubis is the muscle that covers the whole female reproductive organs that we can see from outside, the part above the entrance of the vagina. It is mostly covered by the pubic hair, and in adults, it is always covered by the pubic hair. Then, number 5, we have the urinary meters. Urinary meters. This is the opening for urine to flow out. This is the opening for urine to flow out. Good. Then we also have vaginal opening. Vaginal opening. The hole which opens into the vagina. You can see it from outside. It is the hole which opens into the vagina. Good. Are we together, students? Perfect.
Come along and play with us.
Now, let us see the major internal female reproductive organs. The major female reproductive organs. Write that one down. The major female reproductive organs. Now, look at the other drawing of the internal parts of the female genitalia. You will draw it later, my friends. Great. The internal female genitalia includes 1. The vagina, the cervix, the uterus, the fallopian tube, the funnel of oviduct, and the ovary. Do you get that? Now, just like in the male, all these internal parts of the female reproductive or genitalia have got a part to play in the reproduction. All these parts, they have got a part to play in the reproduction. Do you understand that? Good. Now, an activity for you, friends. We are going to draw a table to fill in every part of the internal female genitalia and its function. Draw a table, 3 columns, but the rows you will draw as we continue. Is that clear? Perfect. Now, on the top row, first column, write. Then the second column, first row, write, functions, and the third column, first row, write, description. Okay, the first column is the part. The second column, the function. The third column, description. Good. Now, number 1, part 1, vagina. In bracket, birth canal. The part number 1, vagina. In bracket, birth canal. The function. It receives sperms from penis during sexual intercourse. It is the passage for the baby during childbirth. Hence, the name birth canal. That is the reason why it is called birth canal. It is the passage for the baby. And it is also the part that receives sperms from the penis. The description, how do we describe it? This is elastic. Elastic, that means it is like a plastic thing. It can enlarge, it can shrink. It is an elastic muscular canal that extends from the cervix to the vaginal opening. Part 2, the cervix. Right? Cervix. Good. It allows flow of menstrual blood from uterus into the vagina and directs the sperms into the uterus during intercourse. I hope you get that. The cervix allows the flow of menstrual blood from uterus into the vagina and also directs the sperms into the uterus during intercourse. Description, it is made up of strong muscles and it connects the uterus to the vagina. Part number 3, uterus. This is the space where the fetus, remember, a developing child inside the mother is the fetus. This is the space where fetus develops into full-grown baby. It also has muscular walls that contract to force the baby out through the cervix during birth. The unborn baby also feeds from the uterus. How do we describe it? It connects the fallopian tube in the vagina via the cervix. Good. Then we also have the ovaries. The ovaries produce eggs. The part ovaries, they produce eggs which are called the ova through the ovulation. The ovaries work in turn to release an ovum after every 28 days, and therefore we call menstrual cycle. They are two oval-shaped organs on each side of the uterus. That is the ovaries. The next part, funnel of oviduct. Funnel of oviduct. Are we there, my friends? Good. What is their work? The funnel of oviducts, they direct the ova into the oviduct. From the oviduct, there is what we call the funnel of oviduct, which direct the ova from the ovaries, then into the fallopian tube. The end of the fallopian tube that opens like a funnel just next to the ovaries. It is like a funnel, and it is next to the ovaries, such that when the ovum is released, then they get into the funnel that directs them into the fallopian tube, ready for fertilization, because fertilization will be taking place in the fallopian tube. Is that correct? Wonderful. Now, the fallopian tube or the oviduct. The fallopian tube or the oviduct. Good. Now, the function. They allow the passage of sperms from the uterus. They allow the passage of sperms from the uterus. And it is in the fallopian tube that fertilization takes place. So fertilization also takes place in the fallopian tube. The functions of the fallopian tube, as we have said, to allow sperms to move from the oviduct into itself, which is fallopian tube. Then fertilization also takes place in the fallopian tube. How can we describe it? These are two tubes connecting each ovary to the uterus. They are two tubes. Is that clear, my friends? Wow, wow.
Come along and play with us.
Remember, both boys and girls should clean their genitals regularly to avoid infections. Do you understand? Girls should particularly do this thoroughly during menstruations. I repeat, girls should particularly do this thoroughly during menstruation. This helps to remove the blood stains and germs which may cause genital diseases. Is that clear? Wow, remember, cleanliness is a general thing. So not only the girls, boys, you are also supposed to do the same. Have you understood that, students? Marvelous. Now, as we are going to finish, this is your assignment. You will draw the female internal genitalia or the internal female genitalia and then label it keenly. You will also make sure that it is neatly drawn and well labeled. Neatly drawn and well labeled. Is that clear? Oh, great. That is perfect. That is going to be the end of our lesson for today. Until we meet in the next radio lesson, bye-bye.
Goodbye, 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 teacher. Goodbye, children. See you next time. Goodbye. children. See you next time.